I fell in love with a man, got out of my comfort zone, moved away, and got pregnant, and he started acting really sneaky.
Uh-oh. And when somebody starts acting sneaky, you start asking questions.
I started asking questions, don't want to go look, but I'm going to look and find it.
Mr. Phillips, you heard what Ms. Roney says. What do you say, sir?
You know, I'm here to defend my love for her and to keep my family strong.
Because you have a little person that you have to take care of.
Yes, ma'am.
And something tells me you want to try to have an intact family. Am I correct?
I absolutely do.
So let's see where this started and how we got to this point. Ms. Roney, why don't you take me back? How did you all meet and what got us to divorce court?
Well, we met, I was on a birthday trip. Of course, a couple of my friends came, and he came as well. We didn't know we had mutual friends, so he was there. I mean, everything was cool. He was looking good, smelling good, and, you know, I was attracted to him. So one thing led to another. We got with each other and didn't leave since, and then we decided to move together. That's when we moved to L.A. You
moved from Texas to Los Angeles, and you all were starting your life together. Is that correct? Okay, so did you have a plan of action? Did you all have jobs? What was going on?
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to expand my business. I was a massage therapist, and he told me he would help me, so we was out of there. But when it comes to it, he didn't want to keep a job, and then I got pregnant, so I really couldn't work. So we just...
So when I asked y'all earlier, did you have a plan? It didn't sound like that plan was put into place.
The plan went down the drain.
Okay, I'm going to turn to you, Mr. Phillips. What happened with the plan?
So in Portia's eyes, you know, she wanted me to just walk a specific line. You know, I also, while supporting her in her business and her entrepreneurial career, I've decided to try to take new ventures in myself.
Okay.
You know, I had a job and I was working remote. When we moved to LA, they decided to change it up and make me come back into the office back in Texas.
Everybody is going back into the office. That's going like around the country.
Right.
So let me guess, you weren't trying to go back in an office?
I was not.
Okay.
But I was finding other means to take care of my family.
Okay.
I helped him find another job, which he didn't want to do that either. Like, he has a dog that he loves so much, he went and got a job at a dog parlor, which he got fired from there too.
What's going on, Mr. Phillips? It sounded a little unreliable.
Just trying to find my new wave, but I've always kept my family fed.
Is that true, Miss Roney?
No, ma'am.
That sounds that you started to see unreliable behavior. However, you say it really started even when you were going to the hospital. Am I correct?
Yeah, when I was going to the hospital. I'm not gonna lie, when we got to, when we moved, we was going out partying. That's what we do. We loved to party, but he started going to places I don't normally like. I love my LGBT, but that's where he liked to go. So I stopped going, and then I found out I was pregnant. I stopped going. And I asked him, spend more time at home, rub my body. Like, it was like he wasn't attracted to my body anymore. So it made me feel a type of way. So I'm like, okay, what's going on?
What was going on, Mr. Phillips?
I'm just trying to stay out of her way. Everything I was doing was bothering her, irritating her. I'm not trying to upset, you know, this lady. She's pregnant with a child. Everything I'm doing is making her irritable. So I'm trying to stay out of her way. So yes, I did go out and make new friends. I'm out trying to just socialize just with new people, and I'm...
But not with me.
Just trying to stay out of her
not with
way.
me.
Everything I'm doing is literally making her mad. She's going off on me about everything, the dishes, the way I vacuum, the way I brush my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth too loud, like...
Mr. Phillips, something tells me that Miss Roney's behavior was because she was feeling that something was going on in your relationship.
And he was putting a dog in front of me, like, every time. Like, I even got evidence of that. Like,
the dog is cute.
Dog in the front seat. I'm pregnant. Why I have to get in the back seat?
I was just placing the stuff in the front seat momentarily, and she took that as I'm making her sit in the back seat.
She had the seatbelt on. The seatbelt clicked.
She did have a seatbelt on.
Okay, seatbelt was clearly
It looked like you had strapped in the car seat. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I saw.
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk to me. She don't want to sit next to me. So I mean, it's kind of like I'm
Why are y'all together?
Diffuse the situation. I love her. She bring me good energy. You know, that's how we started this relationship. She was a breath of fresh air. When we started this, we had open line of communication. And
sounds more like a therapist than a girlfriend.
No. I'm attracted to her. She's beautiful. You know, she make me feel good.
I know I'm beautiful. But what else? Like, you got to give me something else. Like, with the dog issues, like, He will miss my doctor's appointment with the baby, but go to the dog appointments, not miss.
If you tell me you don't want me to come,
You better pop up anyway. It's your first child. Why wouldn't you be there?
I'm not trying to be in the way. She got a good way of making me feel welcome.
Well, I know you guys have had, several sort of run-ins with miscommunication. I think at the base of this is you're not trusting Mr. Billups, and I think that's because of what's been described as some sneaky behavior that makes you think that he's cheating.
Okay, so I've definitely seen a lot of cases in the courtroom, but this one is actually really weird because you, just like the man said, that the woman is a literal sunshine in his life, but then immediately you knock her up, she becomes all cranky. Like, pregnant women do not do that. And when she did that, you didn't even think to communicate. What did you do? You decided to be more involved with the dudes at the bars, and it's not like any normal bar, the gay bars. Anyways, the lady knew that they got together partying, so what did she expect? Like, what did she expect? Oh my days. Anyways, I really want to see how this particular case is going to go because it's really funny.
Why don't you tell me what you're talking about?
Well, it started with the going out more, coming home early.
You indicated that a little bit.
Yes. So he started holding his phone more, like going to the bathroom with it, eating with it. It never left.
Was that different than what had happened?
Very much different.
Like I said, everything I was doing, the way I was walking in the house, I'm just talking to my friends, I'm trying to stay out the way. That was my way, and I told her that, like, this is my way of trying not to get on your nerves.
But you took it a different way.
I did take it a different way. One day he left his emails up, his laptop. I normally don't go through his stuff, but this time it's in my stomach.
And
so
young people, y'all do that. I know.
Let me see what's going on. So I doubled back and sat down. I found 2 emails. It was 2 different people. One was they both transgenders. One, because I know she sent pictures. It was the face like mine, but the middle part was different. And it was another one, same thing. I can't really tell you if it was a man or a woman. So now I'm like, what is going on? Because he sent back nudes himself. So therefore, cheating. That's cheating to me.
So
yes.
So when I met those 2 individuals, it was my first time, like, finding out what was going on, and being introduced into that world. So I was like, prove it. Send me a picture. Let me see. So I could see what you're talking about. And I felt like it was only fair for me to send mine.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, so why would you send it back? Like, what?
Did I just date myself, okay? I think I just dated myself, but I don't care. First of all, I'm not even going to deal with the trans part. I'm dealing with are you in a relationship with this person? Why would you be sending your nudes back and forth to anybody?
They were old.
Man, woman, transitioning, or staying in the same position. Excuse me?
Okay, I know you all just heard what this man said, and I know no one in that court is going to buy what he's saying. Because, okay, you don't want to get on your woman's nerve, so you decide to be on your phone all the time. Who buys that story in this 2026? And then the part I find so weird is, why send explicit videos or images to anyone? Whether straight, transitioning, man, woman, your mom, via email. Like, via email. I find it so funny, but it's not actually funny. So he is now trying to deny the fact that, this is something that happens, like, it's totally normal. So a friend of yours would send you a picture, an explicit picture, and then you would send it back. Who does that? This is so weird. But let's see what happens going forward. So.
This was not old emails. This is what I'm saying. This is a contemporaneous email exchange. Am I correct?
Correct.
It was just a small conversation, just trying to...
That's not a small conversation. That is digital cheating, no question. That's a violation of the relationship. So you have to tell me, why would you be exchanging nude pictures? Were you being curious? I mean,
I was curious, honestly, and it was just more so like something to do other than get on her nerves. So it just, the conversation...
Read a book, okay? That's something to do. Watch Law and Order, do something else. I mean, exchanging nudes, that's like the extreme of something to do.
I saw it as innocent. You know, I didn't really, I wasn't looking
Is
at it
there a
from that
member
point
of the jury that sees it as innocent?
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, sir. Okay, so you have to understand then she's now going to be suspicious. Now I understand why you're not trusting. That's really what it's about. And that's not the only thing that made you suspicious.
It got so bad, like, before I found out about those two, it was someone named Alex calling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I look at the number, I don't touch it. It's a girl that I know from now. Well, he was like, I'm finna go out. I'm finna just go chill with some friends. Never said a pool party. So at this point, we're sharing locations. I already done screenshotted where he going. So I was like, okay. So
You do realize you with Leon Panetta over here from the CIA.
I do.
She gonna find it out.
I am.
I do.
He turned it off. So I'm on my way too. We both on our way. So by the time I get there, I have to calm myself down.
Everybody going to the pool party.
We all going. So I'm calming myself down. I park on the side, couldn't get in the gate. It's one of those type of apartments. So I jumped the gate. He in the pool with Alex. I don't know if Alex right now is a man or a woman, and that's why I'm here today, to find out lie detector tests or whatever I need to do to see, have he been cheating with these transgenders and what is going on.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. This particular case is so wild. So the pregnant lady had to jump over, oh my God. She had to jump a fence to catch her man with another man. Like, she doesn't even know whether it's a guy or a lady at this point. And I find this so funny. It's actually so funny. And then this guy is trying to delude the whole situation and just saying that he was just curious. Instead of getting on her nerves, he rather spent his time, like the judge said, read a book.
Your Honor.
I'm listening.
I didn't tell her I was going to Alex's pool party because she just got into it with Alex last year off of a misunderstanding. So I already knew if I said, oh, Alex throwing a pool party, I'm gonna stop by, she would have been like, oh, I am going for that. So I'm like, okay, yes, I should have told her I should have went, I was going, but
Correct.
It was really just to pay respect to my friend.
I don't know what the problem was between Miss Roney and Alex, but was it serious enough that...
She felt like Alex was flirting with me last summer.
But you thought it would be okay to not tell her you were then
Bingo.
going over to Alex's house to be at a private pool party? Now you gotta make that make sense.
She know Alex is just my friend. Like,
I don't know nothing at this point. I don't even know if it's really a man or a woman at this point. That's why I'm here for some answers.
we've never crossed the line, never talked inappropriate with each other. She's literally just been like a friend.
But for some reason, Miss Roney does not trust Alex.
Right. Last summer, me and Alex, while we were hanging out, she did kiss me on my neck.
That's called being inappropriate.
But it was like a playful kiss. It wasn't like serious. And so she told me.
Question, excuse me. Corey, your wife gonna let somebody if I playfully kiss you on the neck, we might be having some flower bringing and some slow singing. Am I correct?
She gonna playfully break some necks at that.
That's what I thought, okay? Funerals is what we will be at. I don't understand. Is this some new stuff that young people think that you can do? That's a violation of your relationship, sir.
I try to communicate with her and
You
let her
don't
know.
try to do nothing.
I do.
You don't try to do nothing, but be with your friends and do sneaky stuff. That's why we're here. You don't try to do nothing.
Even when I explain it to her, she gonna still call it sneaky.
But Mr. Phillips, what's the explanation?
I just be hanging out with my friends, like.
And you
You
think it's
over
a
there now. You can still hang with them, cool. But it's time to be at home sometime. Get stuff in order.
But how I'm gonna be at home if I can't even sneeze without
I ain't
possibly
pregnant no
getting-
more.
I think it's time for us to get those answers.
I definitely need those answers.
Let's ask Mr. Yarborough to join us, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sir.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarborough. Please identify yourself officially for the record.
Certainly. My name is John Yarborough. I'm a certified polygraph examiner, also a member of the American Polygraph Association. I've done hundreds of polygraphs for law enforcement and other public safety agencies, as well as professional and private polygraphs.
And Mr. Yarborough, I asked you on behalf of the court to administer a polygraph examination to Mr. Billups at his request.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Billups willingly submitted to a polygraph examination containing 3 questions. The first question, we asked Mr. Billups, did you have sexual contact with either of the 2 people in the email threads Ms. Roney found? Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What was Mr. Billups' answer?
Mr. Billups answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated there was no deception indicated to that question.
So
he was being
that was
truthful.
an accurate answer. The second question, Mr. Yarborough, we asked Mr. Billups, did you have any sexual contact with the person named Alex, whose pool party you secretly attended?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Billups' answer?
Mr. Billups answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated there was no deception indicated.
So
in that
he told the
question.
truth.
That ain't it. You got one more.
You just gotta listen. Just listen to me.
You still got one more.
We asked Mr. Billups a third question. Since beginning your relationship with Ms. Roney, have you had any sexual contact with anyone other than her?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What was Mr. Billups' answer?
Mr. Billups answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated there was no deception indicated to that
See?
question.
See, I know me though.
So why would you lie?
I'm
You
faithful.
still lie.
I'm faithful though.
You still was sexting and stuff. You not faithful.
I
Long way
apologize for
from
that.
that.
I
Still a long way
apologize for
from
that.
Mr. Yarborough, so there was no deception in any of the questions?
No, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your service to this court.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. First off, I think, Ms. Roney, you owe Mr. Billups an apology for accusing him of being a cheater.
He was still sexting. It's just this.
I haven't dealt with the sexting, but you accused him of being unfaithful and having sexual contact with several people, and
The people that I found, it was a no, so I apologize.
not
for
just the
that.
people that you found, because I asked that last question, and he passed that question. So you owe him an apology.
I ain't hear you.
I apologize. I do apologize.
Yep, that's right, Miss Roney, because you made the accusations with
I
your
did.
chest. You got to apologize. Say it with your chest.
that
That's where you got
chest.
to do it. So
Take it too far.
there's clearly, however, so don't think that we're done. There's clearly, however, something that you all need to discuss, because something is happening in this relationship. Y'all are not communicating in a way that is healthy for 2 people who say they love each other. And it's certainly not healthy for your child. So, Mr. Billups, I clearly believe that you have been faithful in terms of sexual contact with other people. But something's going on in your head and in your heart that you and your girlfriend need to have real conversations about.
I
Because
agree.
you're both not being fulfilled in this relationship. You agree with me on that, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree with me?
I do agree. And he did also tell me he was curious. So
That's a conversation
that's
that a couple
conversation
needs
they
to
need
have.
Yes.
If you are in search of your own truth, you are entitled to do that. But you have to be honest with your partner if that's what you're doing. And then your partner has the option of saying, I'm going on that journey with you, or I'm going to let you take that journey alone. I think that's fair.
That is fair.
That's mature, and that's what 2 people who say they love each other do, especially when they have a child. Because no matter what happens, that child depends on the 2 of you to
Right.
figure out how you're going to co-parent. So I'm going to suggest to you that you take some time to not be with your friends and you not be Inspector Gadget, but to sit down and have real conversations. You owe it to yourself and you owe it to your children. And I hope you find your way, both of you. That's my verdict.
We actually passed all the lie detectors, but for me, even though the judge is saying that she owes him an apology, I totally disagree, because why did he have to put her through all that emotional trauma? Why drag him out? Why drag her out, sorry, like that? It makes no sense to me. And then she actually caught him with real evidence where he was sending his stuff to other people, attending pool parties without her even knowing, doing whatever he wanted, even though he didn't have physical contact. For the fact that she had to go through all that, see all that, I don't think she owes him an apology. So what would you do if you were in this situation? Would you tag him as a cheater?